Tito, just kind of as you look at what you've done this season, what do you take away from what this team was able to do to get here, and then once they were here?
Well, before I answer that, I think I need to congratulate the Dodgers, Davey and Andrew, Brandon. I mean, they're certainly very deserving of moving on, and they're a handful, but they're also pretty first class. So just wanted to say that. You know what? It's hard to know what to take away right now because it's so fresh and raw. Everybody's hurting. Only one team can go home at the end on their own terms, and it's not us this year. The season doesn't just wind down. It just comes to a crashing halt, and that's kind of hard sometimes to make your peace with. I thought our group from day one was a special group. We did not accomplish what we set out to do. That takes away nothing from what me and the coaches feel about those guys.
Other questions? We'll go to Barry right here.
Tito, on the Dodgers, to your point, how far do you see them going? I mean, do you see them back the Dodgers? Do you see them?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not good at prognosticating. I had us moving on, so I'm not very good at that.
But as far as their talent, what they can accomplish?
Again, I'm not. Any team can win. When you get hot. I mean, these guys, they're very good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not prepared to prognosticate on them right now. Wasn't what I was thinking about.
We'll go to Pat.
Tito, if I could ask you about the game tonight with I guess what did you think about Zach? Seemed like he gave you a lot, and then I wanted to ask about Nick Martinez. What did you see from him?
With Zach, I kind of wanted to try to keep it where he only faced their lineup twice, and I think he ended up giving up 6 hits. In the last one, the kind of the blooper down right really hurt. But I thought he threw the ball really well, and I thought he navigated his way through a lineup like he knows how to. The plan was to kind of turn it over to Lodolo and then to Nick. And with Nick, when he gave up, we had runner on second, 1 out, and we had the air. And there was a couple ground balls, and then there was a double. So that's, it wasn't his best night. That kid, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. He's a big reason why we got as far as we did.
Standing out your right, Tito.
You feel like this year and tonight reinforced situational hitting with runners in scoring position?
Say it again?
This year kind of reinforced the importance of situational hitting and hitting with runners in scoring position.
I don't think there's ever a year that it doesn't. That's part of baseball. I just told our guys, we need to do some things better, myself included. I would never ask them to try to get better, and I'm just going to sit at home. I'm going to, look in the mirror too. That's what we're supposed to do.
Third row on your right.
Terry, you mentioned day one, that 9 a.m. meeting, February 15th, whatever, when the marathon started. What you asked in that conversation, what did that group deliver back to you ultimately over the last 6+ months?
They every time you ask them to do something, they tried to do it, which isn't always the case. They put our ball club ahead of themselves, and that always doesn't happen either. We're not the finished product, but they competed like crazy, and that's what we asked them to do. When things didn't look very good, they kept competing. Even the last couple nights, we're getting our ass handed to us, but they keep going. That's a good trait.
Do 1 or 2 last ones, Trent?
Tito, 1 month ago today, Sal Stewart makes his big league debut. Today, he drives in 3, drove in 1 yesterday. Did you learn something about this kid and what he is capable of doing?
I think we kind of felt like we had a pretty good idea. And his offseason is going to be really important because there's so much to love about him, but there's also things he needs to get better at, defensively and things like that. But if he's willing to buy in, which I have a feeling he is, because he wants to be good, there's a very special player there.
We'll finish with Pat up front.
Tito, now that you'll have some time to sit back and do some analysis and reflect with everyone in the organization, what does that look like for you? And how long do you look at the season before you kind of turn the page?
I don't know. Sometimes it's easier. Sometimes it's harder. Like, your emotions. Was it 2017? I'm still having trouble turning from the page because of the way we lost. There'll be a time to, I'm going to stick around in Cincinnati for a couple weeks, and I'll try to see, when you're playing and you're trying to make things reach, even when it doesn't look like it's maybe going to reach, it's not time to look at it. It's time to compete. When it's over, then you can sit back and go, okay, here's maybe what we need to do better. Like, we know we're going to have to kind of rebuild our bullpen. We kind of did it. We had Suitors, our lefty, who's more of a length guy. So there's things we know we need to work on.